Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Saturday night pregame. If you're first-time listeners, thank you for giving us a try. If you're a repeat listener, thank you for joining us again. We got a lot on the table tonight. Looking to have a bunch of fun. Nobody's birthday this week, so no more surprises. But it's been a long week, and I can't wait to pregame. We got the UFC fight tonight, so doing a little pregame before we go out and enjoy that. Might have a couple locks of the week today.
That's not true. That's not true. One of our biggest fans' birthday was this week. Franklin.
Yes.
Had a birthday this week.
Well, he's not here.
Yeah.
But he listens. I'm sure he'll be listening to this. Like he listens to all our episodes, I'm sure.
I hope. Well, if you are listening, happy birthday, Frank. I did text him on his birthday. I owe him a case of beer. It might not happen until end of May, but hey, it's the thought that counts.
Or next year. Whatever.
Yeah. It's been a long week and a long month, and we're gonna get there. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast S&P. Shoot us an email at the snppodcast@gmail.com. We got a few shirts left, so feel free to give us a email about those. We had our guy who won our NCAA tournament loved the shirt and thanked us for that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
Lucky on that one. Yeah, how we doing today, boys? We got my boy. We got for people who are first time listening. We got Joe here, Pat and Chris. Chris is gonna wait that 15 minutes as usual.
I am.
So the rules of the show: no swearing for the first 15 minutes, and if you do, you get to take a shot. Today I will be the one taking a shot.
Hey, what are those words, by the way?
What are the 7 words you can't say?
Yeah, what are the 7? I'll tell you in 15 minutes. Oh, brother.
That's foreshadowing right there.
Yes. Oh, listen. I'm not as hot today as was it last week? No, I think it was okay last week. I think I just slipped on it. The week before that, when Gavin was here, I was hot to trot. It was I wanted to swear every other word.
That's funny.
We should start off the segment with what's chapping Peter's rear.
You know what? Not that much. Well, the stock market might be. And if you're making over $1 million, the capital gains rate might be chapping your rear. But
not an issue I currently have.
Yeah,
I feel like capital gains weren't something that anyone really liked to begin with, and now it's just like worse.
No. So everybody wanted to move their you wanted all your income to be long-term capital gain.
Oh yeah,
everybody and their mother wanted long-term capital gains because it, depending on where you're at, making that's the lowest tax rate.
Yep.
So everybody tried to push everything into long-term capital gains. And with the president's kind of thought now is it's going to be taxed as ordinary income. So forget about it.
Now you just want losses.
So what would
if you retire, though, in theory, your income should be lower anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So the stock market did freak out for a day.
Yeah, it did.
But then immediately jumped back.
Yep.
But the cryptocurrency markets have taken a pretty sweet dive.
I thought that was more because of other reasons.
No, I think the issue with Turkey, don't take any financial advice from us. If you've learned anything from this podcast, is that S&P facts are said with confidence, but are never right.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably shouldn't bet any bets that we give you, or go opposite. You probably make more money.
Yep.
In stock market tips, I'd go opposite too.
Yeah.
But never listen to that. Never.
No. How are we doing, Chris? How are they looking today?
Bitcoin's back up above 50.
Nice.
So
and then just really quick. So what Pat was saying is he thought it was something different. One reason might be that Turkey is not allowing cryptocurrencies to be traded.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the big thing for them is a lot of people have unrealized gains and would rather get them taxed now.
So that was something I wanted to ask. Long term is 15%?
It depends.
It depends on what your income is.
Oh, okay.
The highest it can be is like 23.9.
Okay.
Lowest it can be is 0.
And then short term is basically double.
Whatever your rate is taxed at right now.
Okay.
So whatever your like your W-2 wages are taxed at pretty much would be.
Okay, so that was something I was going to ask. Okay, so at ordinary,
getting a real learning experience here today, Joel.
Yeah. This is. I mean, hey, here's your little.
This is free
knowledge.
advice. This is free tax talk.
Yeah.
Not that anybody probably.
Just what everybody loves to hear on Saturday night.
Yeah. So it's exactly what you want to get into.
In terms of ordinary, are you then paying like state and federal taxes on that too?
Well, no, that's what you're paying federal.
That's what the ordinary rate is normally your federal rate. So say like you're in the 24% tax bracket, your short-term capital gains would be taxed at 24%.
What they really need to do is, and this is really getting into the weeds, but they allow for like different elections, and one election is a mixed straddle, and that lets you consider all gains 60-40. So 60 short term, 40% long term.
Oh, I like that.
No matter where you trade. So if you trade it one day, should be 100% short term.
Yeah.
They allow it to be 60-40.
How is that a
That's
thing
just
to be
tax.
possible?
Like that's what our tax code's so.
No, but I mean, how do you go about doing that? Is that something you have to do?
Yeah,
you gotta follow. Yeah, you gotta follow.
You find election, but you also have there's certain rules. Like you have to actually be a trader. Like,
that makes
Like you and me couldn't.
I feel like yeah.
But
don't want to be caught riding the rails.
No, yes. I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
The SEC does not like when you ride the rails. But yeah, so I don't know. Pat, is there anything grinding your gears? I don't think anything this week too much. I mean, the vaccine, it's ridiculous how many people, they're pushing that vaccine so hard. And now it's like they can't even fill the spots, because people are just backing off.
Yeah. So they were. I was listening to the radio either yesterday or the day before, and they had this some top doctor in Chicago at one of the top hospitals, and he was saying usually when it comes to vaccines and taking medicine and stuff like that, it gets to about 70% of whatever the population is. Because of the whole Johnson & Johnson thing and people having reactions, people are dropping out, and only 50 to 60% is trying to get the vaccine, at least in Illinois, and which is way worse than they thought it was going to be in terms of, and by worse it would be herd
immunity.
Thank you. I was going to say herd mentality. Herd immunity will be less or weakened.
Because people are just a little bit more cautious.
They're hesitant. Yeah.
Which I kind of get. Some of these things are, I get it both ways. I get if we ever want to get over with this, we just as a community, because look it's so scary. Look what's happening in India, Brazil.
So that's something.
Japan too. Japan's 3 months away from, I think it's 3 months away
from the Olympics. Yeah.
And they just did a state of emergency.
Yeah, they just shut down again.
But I wonder, and I don't mean to make this like American number one, but
you do when you say it like
say that, baby.
USA. USA.
Don't be scared to say USA is the best.
Yeah, Joe, don't be afraid to say that we're the only 2-time back-to-back World War II champions.
We did the World War II twice.
I knew I was going to mess it up with the 2 at the end.
Too many.
We haven't done 2 great since then, no.
Whoa. Don't be telling our enemies how we doing, baby. You gotta let them know.
If you want the world secrets, you need to listen to the S&D podcast. That's where
I'm really plugged in with U.S. military strategy. I'll tell you what, guys.
That's
got a lot of inside information.
But they have different vaccines than us in those countries, right?
No, I think it's a 3 state, but they're not getting.
The AstraZeneca is much bigger in Europe than it is here.
Yeah, but that's also
AstraZeneca. You can't even get in the
United States. It's not been approved here.
Yeah.
The problem is, our not the problem. We're blessed that we've made the vaccine. So, our president said, "Hey, we're first," and so then the other countries are waiting around for.
China is forcing them to make whatever one they have.
Yes, and then but the Chinese one, I don't believe has been as. Because it went to South America, I don't think it's been as effective.
Yeah, I mean, people were trying to get the other one. It sounds like
with our facts.
No, I mean, yeah.
I'm sure that's completely accurate.
I guess it was like here. There was multiple.
Yeah.
But then the government of China made it mandatory to do just this one. That I guess I believe is the government releasing it.
Yeah.
It's like
but I don't think China's having as much. Japan, I don't think they can get. I just don't think they made their own vaccine. And they're waiting for people to provide them a vaccine.
And the 2 countries right next to them probably don't want to give it to them.
Yeah,
anyways.
Yeah, because they have really bad relationships with now.
You guys remember when they discovered antibiotics and they didn't copyright it and just gave it to everyone?
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farms does.
No, but and I don't. I wonder if Japan could actually make the vaccine, because I know the vaccines in America, they work together to come up with it.
Yeah.
But it's a big money grab.
I mean, it's like, whatever the copyright of that is, or I don't know what licensing of that.
Patent, I believe.
Patent, thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Because COVID's never going away, so they probably want that to become almost like a flu shot. And then,
so it has to be because you have to have a booster for all of them.
Yes.
I was talking to someone recently who works in these facilities that produce these things, and I said, okay, I don't want this to happen, but why wouldn't it be better? Oh no,
if the world just fell apart.
How would we become zombies in a zombie apocalypse? How would that happen?
No, I can't remember the context. But there was I asked them something like, what if you made it into something like a flu shot, and there was a reason you wanted to be a vaccine because it would just prevent a lot of stuff. Or it would the vaccine versus something, maybe not a flu shot, but like antibiotics where you just treat a thing. And he goes, you want the vaccine because, and he said X number of reasons, but I'm going to drop this conversation.
Is it not basically a flu shot because it doesn't complete 100%?
Yep.
Yeah, so it is exactly
it just helps you minimize symptoms should you catch it.
They give you a cold or dead version of it.
And your body builds immunity.
So you guys ever catch yourself like say you're in a parking lot or you're driving and you ever think like damn, this time last year I was doing nothing or traffic was nothing or I was trying to figure out how I could have any fun with my life.
Yeah, I think about that. I think about traffic every time I drive downtown and think how much I used to like it for those.
I was going into a Jewel, which is a grocery store in Illinois and probably a lot of the Midwest.
Kind of like Albertsons.
Kroger.
In Kroger, yeah. Kroger's a bigger one, I think. But, and I was just thinking like, man, this time, like last year, like, you were going in, like, you couldn't get toilet paper. Like, this is when it was starting. Like, this is when everybody really kind of got shut down.
I saw an article the other day that toilet paper companies have adjusted their revenue earnings for Q3 and 4. I guess people aren't buying as much toilet paper these days.
Who else?
Did they finally get that ship out of the Suez Canal?
They did. But that ship hasn't moved. That ship has a ton of
graphics cards.
No, it's got toilet paper.
I'm not even joking.
Graphics cards that people, the military would be going after it right now.
No, I'm being 100% serious. They talked about having multiple containers of graphics cards that were supposed to come to the U.S.
Really?
Therefore, Joe's like, how do I get more difficult to get?
And Joe's like, where?
It's stuck. They have to pay $1 billion fine, and the cargo ship's like, no.
So you can have it.
Yeah,
I heard they were trying to go after the captain.
Yes. Yeah.
And the captain was like, this is not, listen, you can't blame one person for this.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't blame an individual. You need this is a group error.
Should have been drinking.
I don't think he was drinking. You got to say possibly, or you don't want us to get us legally liable for that. I forget whenever you say like
liable for what?
I don't think we're getting sued by this company.
No, I forget. No, that was more of a joke. Okay, I get it. That wasn't a joke because I didn't say it right, but like. Anytime, like, Bert talks about, like, somebody, like...
Allegedly.
Jeez, Pat's on his game today. Me and Joe were slacking here a little bit. That's just all you're going to say whenever you want to
We're actually drunk? The guy got the boat sideways. He had to be drunk.
Words are hard, all right? Let's be honest.
This is not the podcast.
A small canoe and a big... So you try to do a 3-point turn and it's going to work out for him, right?
It'd be like if a semi-truck came down your thing and automatically just... Suddenly was blocking, it was turned perpendicular to the street, was on your front lawn and in front of the person's house across the street.
How does something like that happen?
You know how it happened? Well, I don't care. It was, there was a huge sandstorm, so he couldn't see it all. And then the winds back and forth, and it pushed him, and he was being pushed a certain way, so he corrected, and ended up in a barge, and then tried to get out and got stuck.
And also, the canal itself, when it was built, the ships were not anywhere near as large as they are now.
That is true. So, here's something that I would think would not be an issue in modern day. Is something like that happening? Like, okay, that could happen. Waves are hard. Wind is hard. Visibility low.
Yeah, you think,
But the
maps and stuff should say something.
What below that and... Well, I mean, you could have the map and
because your car tells you when a car's coming up on you. You don't think like a ship could have a little sensor.
But ships don't move on a dime.
I could see that.
That's very
I mean,
true.
I could still see the situation happening given the rough conditions. What I find not hard to believe, but surprising is how long it took to fix a situation like that.
Yep.
Given that situation and how important it was to get stuff through, I would have thought we would have the technology and manpower to get that thing fixed in a day, not
Did you see how
Not
they tried to, like, their thoughts is, let's just use one excavator and try to pull it out. Like, what?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember it took them like a month to get that one cruise ship that ran aground by Italy?
Yeah.
I mean, these things, these things are enormous. I mean, they're like tiny cities.
There should be like a tugboat or something.
But you would think there's something that could do it, you know? Get a crane, That's the craziest thing. We think we're so, like, advanced that, like, most issues we could just figure out and take care of. We're sending people, the ISS. We're having our first commercial launch of the ISS. And we can't get, it's after 50 minutes, a fucking boat.
All right,
we can't get a fucking boat.
Tickle.
Goddamn canal. I mean,
fucking
what
touch
is
me
that?
again.
That's crazy to me.
No, I know.
Wait, are we talking about sending people up into space?
Well, that is something that's also happening. I'm just saying, we're sending people to space.
I thought the ISS was the people going up into space. Pierre was telling me that they don't want, he doesn't want to be the first person.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're using the
So NASA sent, or I don't know who sent, they sent people to the space station. Yeah, recently. And they used a rocket for the second time. Chris was, sorry for cutting you off on that. But they sent a team, four scientists up on a second rocket.
Yep.
And me and Chris were both like,
I believe this is also the first commercial rocket, like not a NASA orchestra. Well, I guess, no, I shouldn't say that because there's other countries that went, but.
You know how insane, like the mathematical precision you have to, because of all the space junk.
Oh my God.
It's insane.
Yep.
So are you going to colonize Mars?
You know, I thought about that. I wanna pose that question to you guys. Would you guys do it if you had the opportunity? Like, realistically.
No.
You passed all the physical, mental, all that stuff. They say, hey, we can send you to Mars. You're probably not coming back.
Yeah.
I think it's basically the first people there are going to colonize and probably stay there the rest of their lives. Would you do it?
No, because it depends on if I have family left. If I was like the last person in my family, and I just had friends.
Yeah.
And say I'm in my 50s, 40s, or 50s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Maybe. I would definitely think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, no, I have tons of family, tons of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I go there with people and what if something happens and now it's a mutiny? And like, now you're hoping.
You immediately went to worst case scenario.
You have to.
We're gonna launch you off this fucking planet if you fuck this up. Yeah.
Exactly. So you go over there. Shit doesn't go well, or people start to freak out and they want to go back home, and then like you have one bad apple. We've all seen the movies.
Have you seen that movie Red Planet or whatever? What the? Who's it?
Are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the Matt Damon movie?
No, that's The Martian.
No.
Yeah. Oh wait, Red Planet. That's the one with. Is that the one with the ghosts and Ice Cube, and they're fighting like alien ghosts?
There's some stupid movie that's out there.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
Red Planet. Let's see.
There is a movie called Red Planet.
There is. It's a 2000 film. It's got Val Kilmer in it, so you know it hasn't been good.
Tom Sizemore, too. Carrie Ann Moss.
Oh, Carrie Ann Moss. Oh, Tom
I'm trying to remember if this movie...
Does it have Ice Cube in it?
No, I'm thinking of a different movie.
In 2056, which is kind of close. Not really, I guess. Is a consequence of pollution over population, Chris. Is that ringing any bells?
No, not really.
Read it. Get us to dive in there. But, yeah, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Joe? Would you go?
So a part of me thinks you're the first person in history to do this.
Yeah.
You're going beyond the moon. You're traveling farther than anyone has ever traveled. You're going to a planet literally no one else. I mean, you're going into a point of space that no one has ever ventured. Yeah.
Which is cool for like a day.
Yeah, a day, right? And then you have
this may be the movie I'm thinking of.
I think it's an 18-month trip or something like that. It's like a year and some odd months to go from here to Mars. So you're sitting in this tiny spaceship.
18 months, huh?
I think it might be.
That's correct.
Is it? Yeah.
Because that was how long it took. I remember looking up because when they said the last rover landed there.
Rocket Man said it was only 8 months.
What?
Wait, you ever see Rocket Man?
18 months.
Oh shit, that's a whole. Yep.
Rocket Man said it was only 8 months.
Well,
the Disney movie with the chimpanzee and
their calculations were off.
I remember because the last time I landed the rover there, like I was like, how long did I die? I'm like 18 months. Like, oh, I thought it was longer.
Yeah. So it takes 18 months to get there.
Okay.
And then you do get there. And I just think of literally The Martian, where something goes wrong. Listen, I am not an intelligent individual.
Yeah.
All right? I am not figuring out how
You're
to
dead,
grow.
Joe. You're just dead.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I don't want to put hard work in.
But
I feel like it's going to be back-breaking labor.
The idea of it sounds great, like this romanticized version, but
I feel like you're going to
the day to day after years. Yeah, you are. Yeah, and
I don't want to live in the desert here. Why do I want to go to another planet to do that?
That's why I would do that. Some people are arguing we have all these issues on this planet, and there's so much planet to visit. Yeah. Why are you going to them?
We haven't even explored the oceans. Like, there are things in the ocean we don't know. Like, why don't we kind of figure that out first? But
I can see us living under the sea.
Under the sea.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Pat. Would you? No, Chris.
Oh no, I already said no. There's no chance. I'm not putting in the back-breaking labor, and I'm not doing an 18-month flight with 4 other jabronis.
You're not going to live in paradise over there. You're living in like a fucking desert. Something like you.
Yeah. I don't know.
Space desert.
I wonder what that.
Congratulations.
I wonder how like that flight would be. Like how that. Like I mean, people get antsy. Like need like a ridiculous flight when they're going to from here to like Tokyo.
Oh, I would assume that you would just get like you would go like they'd put you in some like pod and knock you out for like.
Now you're watching.
That is not a real thing yet.
Is it not a real thing?
Nope.
That's what they did in Rocket Man, and the guy woke up after 5 months.
This Rocket Man.
That's right.
Oh, and I know the movie.
Oh come on! You don't remember Rocket Man?
You don't remember Rocket Man?
Yeah,
when he farted.
Was that goofy looking dude on it? Yeah, I never remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, great movie.
Wasn't it a janitor, not like an actual?
The movie I was thinking about.
How the hell did we get onto that topic? I love. But one of my favorite things on Mondays when I listen to this is how we got into certain topics. Because I have no idea how that we got into this topic.
Oh, Joe was talking about the space.
I was talking about how we can't get a barge out, but we're sending people to Mars. Yeah. The movie I was thinking about
not the same people doing the things.
Ghosts of Mars. It had.
I was thinking Ghosts with Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg.
Check out this.
Oh, Demi Moore.
Check out this stellar cast. Well, there's only 2 guys that live right now. Ice Cube and Jason Statham.
Oh,
came out in 2001.
That was before his big break.
The budget was $28 million. The box office was $14 million.
I just want to reiterate the worst movie in the entire world was The House Guest, and I still hope all of you see it because I think
you mean Guest House.
Guest House. Sure.
You're really selling it.
What is
with the Pauly Shore?
You watched that? Yeah, that's right. I meant to ask you. I was listening to it. I was listening to it, and I watched the trailer. Hold on.
How did you end up on
How did you even find that? That looks like such a third-party bullshit movie that you can't even get on a regular streaming service.
Oh my God, Pauly Shore
on
Joey Diaz.
Oh.
I
was like
scared.
I was like, Netflix is not promoting this. Amazon is not promoting this.
It's Pauly, baby.
None of these video-on-demand sites are.
I want to know how
did you come across this?
I can't wait for Pat when that podcast comes out.
Is he still on the Comedy Store house? His mom?
Yeah, I think his family runs it still. I'm not 1,000% on that, but I believe his family. Again, another S&P fact for you, but I believe his family runs it.
Yeah,
because he has like a couple brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So I think they run it. I don't think he has much to do with it.
How did you find this movie? So you heard it on a podcast?
Yes, I heard Pauly talking about it. And then I went and looked at the trailer, and Eric Griffin was in it. Bobby Lee was in it.
I know. There was a lot of big stars. That movie was...
Well, those aren't really big stars. But
Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno.
Big stars in the comedy scene.
Yeah, or on our podcast. And so I was like, it might be okay. No, absolutely not.
If Pierre paid $20 to go see that movie, he'd ask for his $20 back.
You saw it. I'm going to ask...
Yep.
I'm going to tell you what I think happened in that movie. And you tell me if I'm right or not. Because I feel like I'm pretty good at reading commercials. Although this one looks so bad, I don't know where it could go. So clearly it's a couple trying to find a home.
Yep.
They come to this one.
Yep. You're spot on.
And they say, hey, Pauly, you have to buy, if you buy this house, Pauly Shore comes with it. And you gotta live with them. And they go, wow, we're so torn. No, we can't do this at first.
I feel like you should have asked for them to be paid for Pauly Shore to live with them.
But they go, it's too good to pass up. So they buy the house.
It's too good. Have you seen this movie, Joseph?
No, I watched the trailer.
Okay.
So then all the crazy shenanigans happens, and Pauly Shore starts becoming a part of their lives, and It's going to go one of two ways, okay? But up to this point, first it's probably the wife telling the husband, you got to take care of that. You got to take care of that. And then they become friends. And then I haven't seen this now, but just based off the trailer. Then they become friends, and all of a sudden it drives a wedge between the husband and the wife. And now this is where I think it could be going.
Fucking Joe's seen this movie.
This is where I think this is where I don't know where it could go, but it's probably one of two endings.
Okay.
One, because they have this like little bromance, he goes, I'm gonna leave the house, and they like in the third act they get back together. He comes, he apologizes. Pauly Shore sees the love, and he goes, I'm gonna leave. Or
Pauly Shore does the dude's wife.
or
they become a poly relationship.
They like something crazy happens. He ends up endearing himself to the woman, and then they all become friends and they live together. Those are my two thoughts on the ending.
Okay, so you're very close up into.
Spoiler alert, fast forward 30 seconds, then you'll get to see if you want to see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. This is going to be quick. Actually, Pauly is a party animal, does drugs. The guy who married the girl used to be a party animal. Starts to hangs out with Pauly one time and was like, yo, Pauly, you got to go.
Yeah.
Pauly's doing these orgies in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Meths up the house. The wife's father hates the dude, so they break up. But Pauly and him aren't friends either because now they're enemies because he's asked Pauly to leave and Pauly blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
And Pauly's gotten that dude arrested. So Eric Griffin's a cop. He goes to jail a couple times. They hate each other. The house, there's the weddings at the house, and Pauly Shore drugs all of these people. Doesn't go to jail ever for any of this. And then they break up after that, and then they're going to try to sell the house. And then Pauly finds out that he's actually a gazillionaire, fixes the house up, brings them together. They get back together and Pauly leaves and they have a kid. Randomly they just had a kid.
How the hell does Pauly Shore figure out he's a gazillionaire?
Because his parents had a actual Napoleon Dynamite hat. Or Napoleon Dynamite. And the Napoleon hat.
Bonaparte, yeah.
He's got all this. It's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous movie. I swear to God, from the first 5 minutes I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm out.
Watching the trailer, I was like, it had that look of, this isn't a real movie. You know what I mean?
I want to know how it got made. I just want to know who spent any money on this.
Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
He had project.
Yep.
Pauly Shore Pauly Shore probably made his money back just by you watching it.
He had to have done it just so he could see a bunch of underage, or not underage, but younger women naked. Because that's literally 90% of the movie is a bunch of naked women.
So to pivot off that, is there any movie that you can think of that you saw the trailer and you're like, this movie is going to be X, Y, and Z? So excited for this, and then it was something completely different?
I feel like there's been one or two of those movies.
Yeah,
I feel like you have one in mind.
No? I was thinking about it.
No, what was the movie that all the good stuff was in the trailer? Shit.
There's a lot of movies like that.
Wait, it was a comedy. It was a comedy, and it was fuck. I'm trying to think of it. And I was so excited to see it, and all the freaking, all the good stuff was in the trailer.
I can think of one. It wasn't a good movie, but it was the second G.I. Joe movie, and they show The Rock and Channing Tatum being buddies and the thing.
Oh, that is a great example.
And Channing Tatum dies in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You know what it was? Get Hard with or maybe it's no.
That's the one with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell.
No, I'm sorry, that was actually pretty good. No, the one where it's again, The Rock and who's the other?
Oh, Kevin Hart?
No. It's a white guy. He's Wahlberg. Wahlberg. What's his
Mark
first
Wahlberg?
Wahlberg.
Pain and Gain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you thought it was going to be a little bit more funny. I understood that was a real story, but there was a lot of funny parts in the trailer.
Yeah, it was not funny at all.
There was literally all the funny parts.
Movie, yeah. It was a crime movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the movie wasn't terrible, but it was
it was false advertising.
Yeah, definitely. You thought The Rock and Mark.
I took Katrina to see that in the theater, and she did not enjoy it.
I remember the girl I was not dating. We went on a couple dates, but she lived at home and I lived at home, and so we would just go to movie theaters to watch movies. And
movies.
I remember watching that movie, and I was like,
it's a good place to go to watch movies. Sorry, that's a jerk thing to say. Sorry.
And I remember thinking this movie is not what I was expecting. There's so many movies like that though, where the trailer is the best part of the movie.
Oh, that's most movies. I mean, really, honestly.
I'm wondering if the one with Bob Odenkirk, the new one, the one we want to watch.
Well,
I'm nervous that all the good stuff is going to be in there.
I've heard the reviews.
Oh, I was going to ask you the reviews on that, and if you heard any reviews?
Pretty solid.
Okay, what about Mortal Kombat? What are the reviews on that?
I haven't. I think that did that come out this week or last week?
No, it came out Friday.
Yesterday.
It came out yesterday, so I don't think there have been many reviews.
I mean, let's be honest.
I haven't had the chance.
Let's be honest. It's a Mortal Kombat movie. It ain't winning any Academy
Listen,
Awards.
all Mortal Kombat needs to do is keep the old theme song from the original movies, and it's already won.
Okay, here we go. Here's a good question.
I'm still waiting for the Mighty Duck guy himself, too.
Who's your go-to character in Mortal Kombat? I don't know if we've done this already. I feel like
We haven't.
Who's your go-to? Because I heard this on ESPN last night, so I thought it was a good question for us.
Joe, you want to go first?
Yeah, I loved Raiden.
Okay.
I loved Raiden or Sub-Zero. Those are like
He said choose one, Joseph.
All right, I'm gonna go
Listen,
Raiden.
Pat
Raiden
Lynch,
number
goddamn.
one.
Jeez, Pat
Raiden-
Lynch, that sounds like he wanted to be Sub-Zero.
I love that teleportation bit. Like,
Pat
he
Lynch
could
wants
just,
to be
like,
Johnny
move from one
Cage because
side.
he likes punching people, doing the splits and punching people in the nuts.
No, I was a Scorpion guy.
Okay.
Get over here, and you uppercut him.
Yeah. That was, they talked about that on, that was like the go-to. It was like, get over here, uppercut. Get over here, uppercut.
Yeah.
Chris?
I'm going to go with Jax.
Damn it, I was thinking that too.
Fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah. Love the robo arms, man.
Did you always have rubber arms? Or was it only in the
No.
Sorry.
From the second movie, when you watch Mortal Kombat, like,
Yeah.
he went and got, like, the robo arms put on or something to make himself
He
even
was
stronger.
only in the second movie. Yeah.
I love the dude who had like the 6 arms. You could go.
Oh, Goro?
Goro,
Goro
yeah.
was not a playable character until you won beat the game.
Yeah. I always liked him, but no, I was a Sub-Zero guy.
Who's the Minotaur guy?
Liu Kang was my second guy.
Oh, he was in like Mortal Kombat 2 or 3.
Johnny
Yeah,
Cage was
because
good though.
the Minotaur guy was
Yes,
like,
he's- yep.
what is it? Like, you couldn't, like, do any special moves to him because if you did in the game, if you did the special move, and, like, I was playing him one time against some guy picked him, like, a real jerk move, so I picked Liu Kang, and everybody's like, what the hell is Chris gonna do? He can't do anything. He can't do any special moves, and I did the bicycle kick and the flying jump kick, and people were like, oh, you can't reverse physical moves like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, jackasses.
I love the. I was more of a
Highlighted my Mortal Kombat time.
I was more of a. There's only actually. I remember Super Nintendo. I got to the last guy. I'll never forget this because I've been playing that game forever. There were 2 games I played forever and could never beat. One was Mortal Kombat, and I got to the top. I remember somehow miraculously getting to the top and having to play the boss, like the top boss.
Yep.
No chance of beating him.
Yep.
Like I played all night because you couldn't turn it off because you had to start
You
over.
couldn't save.
So you just kept playing until you.
What did you play it on?
Like the medium, like not the super easy, but like medium.
No, sorry.
Super Nintendo.
That's what
No,
I played.
it couldn't be
Yeah,
Nintendo because Nintendo didn't allow mature games like that.
Yeah, Super
Super
Nintendo.
Yeah,
Nintendo
Mortal
had
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was before. Here's your little not second knowledge bomb. Video game ratings were not a thing until Mortal Kombat came out, and it wasn't because of the gore and the intensity of the violence in that game was unprecedented beforehand. They created the ESRB, which is now the game rating system.
What does ESRB stand for, Joseph?
I'll look it up.
I'm
what
gonna
is
guess electronic
E-
rating something.
What was
Standards
it?
board.
Standards board, yeah. Standards Bureau.
ESRB.
That's a S&P fact right there.
Yeah.
Very confident.
Entertainment Software Rating Board.
Mhm.
Nice.
And 2 the 4, right?
Yep.
So then the second game that I loved, but I could never beat, and I'll never forget this level was
Earthworm Jim.
No, it was the
Fuck,
Lion
that was a
King.
great one. Oh, I always
What was
died
that?
at the giraffes. You'd get like right to the
Yes,
giraffes.
you did it. No. The waterfall. Like when
That
you
was-
have
the
like,
logs,
boom,
yeah.
Yep.
boom. I could. Oh, and the giraffes pissed me off to no end.
The giraffes
Yes.
were like easily the hardest part.
That second level was so hard.
Yep.
Games are
It went
so bad.
from 0 to 100
100
real quick. I think once I beat that level, and then you were like going down some
Yeah.
river, and I was already 45 minutes in because you couldn't save.
Yeah,
Question for you guys.
love that game though.
So real quick side note. Nobody 82 on Rotten Tomatoes, so it seems pretty good.
awesome.
Mortal Kombat not looking so hot,
Okay,
but I
Understood.
do think it's just a movie that plays to the, you're not
Yeah.
going to see some fucking Shakespearean play by going to Mortal Kombat. You're looking for action and fun. I do hope though, if this movie Nobody is good, they make a sequel.
So then on the double feature night, we should do Mortal Kombat
Jesus,
and
Skank, I can open myself.
I was trying
And
to
Nobody?
be a gentleman.
Yeah.
And then we do Mortal Kombat, then we do Nobody.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
I remember
Yeah. That way, if it's
Why
a real
can't we
shit
have...
show,
Oh, okay. I get what
he's
you're
saying. Yeah.
One little video game.
It was a
tidbit.
real shit show. You can just stop it. And
You guys
fucking-
remember GoldenEye, right? The GoldenEye game.
I have
Yeah,
GoldenEye.
six-
Yeah.
six-
So like,
That's so hard to play right now.
do you know the second level? How you have or how you have to go through the facility before the movie starts, and I couldn't. It took me forever to pass that level for some reason because I kept because you had to blow up the back row of tanks, and I would always blow like the front and the back, and I could and I always died. I'm like, why do I keep dying? It took me like a week to figure out you had to blow the back tanks.
I can never beat the one part where you help the girl that's in the movie.
Never beat
she's
that
got
one.
like she goes down the stairs. She's got to do that. Like stop the nukes from going.
Could never beat that one.
She always dies.
Yeah.
Always dies.
Just keep your head down.
I only ever played that game. I never bought it. I only ever played that game at PAX because it was like the multiplayer game.
Yeah,
dude. Me and my buddy Ryan, and we used to have sleepovers at his house all the time, or at my house.
Mm-hmm.
Every weekend we'd go to Blockbuster. That would be the game. God, we aging ourselves, but that was the game we got. We always had to get GoldenEye, and until his mom bought it for us. We had to get that game, and then he had this. You guys ever play the Sega Channel?
No.
Holy shit, that was so much fun. Sega Channel, and we'd get Road Rash. That's where it's like a motorcycle game, but the cops would come, so they would so then you have to you literally beat the cop with a stick.
Oh my god, I remember this.
Oh, dude, the game was the best.
What was the first game you guys ever beat? Do you remember that? For me, you're gonna hear this and you're gonna think it's ridiculous.
Go ahead. I'm trying to think.
I want to say it was Zelda for me. The first Zelda one.
Wow. I had a buddy beat a couple levels for that, so I love that game though. The one for 64.
Yeah.
That game was so good too.
Remember the one on Game Boy?
What you
we beat
Pokemon?
Like Pokemon.
But I think what is it? The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time on the or not Ocarina? Was it Ocarina?
That
was the one on N64. Yeah.
There was one.
Are you talking about the one on the SNES?
No, the one that was on Game Boy. I can't think of the name of it. We still had the disc for it.
Oh,
the cartridge. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of it.
The first game I ever beat was Pocahontas on the Sega Genesis. Because you couldn't save back then.
I remember Peter trying to beat Castlevania on Super NES. He could never beat Dracula. That guy was a cheater.
Yes, I bought a magazine so that like with all the cheat codes for all the Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
And so then I would go from level 1 all the way to the boss, and I would play Dracula for hours. But I could never beat him. And I have like everything because there was like another cheat. Like if you just go down this way, you get all the good stuff. Go up there, and I still couldn't beat him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, Chris. Do you remember what game because me and Chris played video games?
I think it was The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
Okay.
Me and Peter beat.
I remember those April Fools once where they had a fake trailer for like a Zelda movie, and everybody was like freaking out, and they're like, "Just kidding, it's April Fools."
Yeah. Did they come out with the Final Fantasy movie that was hot garbage?
Maybe. I don't know.
I remember when Final Fantasy came out, the movie, it had nothing to do with the game. And it was like one of the first all CGI, but trying to look real movies. Yeah. People started making a big hubbub because they're like, eventually they're going to replace, that was me peeling it. That was a real thing. I'm trying to see what it opens.
Didn't they CGI a naked, what's-her-face, Angelina Jolie in like the Beowulf movie?
They did.
That was Tomb Raider.
No, it was in. I mean, Beowulf was all CGI. She was covered in gold.
Damn, I'm trying. That's a good question, Joe. What's the first video game you remember beating? Because we never beat Mario Brothers.
We beat Mario Brothers.
It wasn't until much longer that I beat the Mario games, but I mean, it was.
I think I might beat one of the Sega or the Sonic the Hedgehog ones back in the day.
Those were awesome. Yeah. Sega was so much fun.
Sega was.
I love Sega. I remember when I got Sega. It was like a picture my parents have somewhere of me like opening the box and like just holding it up like I got Sega.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though. Chris got Nintendo 64 when we tried to play it. It's impossible.
N64?
Yeah, it's honestly impossible to play.
GoldenEye couldn't kill anybody.
No,
first one with the joystick.
Oh, we did play it here. We played hockey. Remember that's what we did during the
Blitz was fun.
Yeah, Blitz is awesome.
Blitz was great because you'd line up on one side and then you'd have to, if you were playing with Joe, you'd have to tell Joe, listen, look where the guy's at lining up, rushing you.
Dude, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
So for Joe's birthday, his sister was super sweet and got him a bottle of whiskey. What do we got, Joe?
So we have the Sexton single malt Irish whiskey. Distilled in copper pots. Which will probably makes when I hear that I'm like, oh, that's why this smells like this.
Oh yeah, smells like copper.
It's a weird smell. I'm gonna say this now. Here, I'll put the lid on before I pass it because it seems pretty full.
Joe, do you want some ice?
What's that?
Would you like some ice?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I am not the biggest fan of Irish whiskey.
Because you probably never had number 12.
Yeah, I know.
Number 12.
I like Irish whiskey if I'm gonna mix it into something.
Okay.
It's not bad.
What do you mix with Irish whiskey?
Well, you can put it in coffee or
Ginger ale.
You do like
Okay.
yeah,
I like that.
You can make.
That was a legit question. I've just never seen anybody mix Irish whiskey with it's not like you don't think Irish whiskey and Coke, you know what I mean?
But I mean, it's just whiskey and Coke.
Yeah, this is definitely like a mixing whiskey.
I feel like.
You know what a sexton is, Joseph?
I was actually going to ask. That was going to be one of the questions I asked you guys because I do know what it is, but I was curious if you guys did.
What's that?
What a sexton is.
I have no idea what's a sexton.
Chris is a sexton.
Do you know what it is?
I do.
Okay, Pat, do you know?
Not a clue.
Do you want to go?
It's an instrument that you use to locate the stars to help you navigate on a sailboat.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, actually, I did know that.
That's really cool. I didn't know that at all.
Probably could have used that on the old canal there.
I could have used that on the Titanic.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
It wouldn't help them navigate against icebergs.
We're gonna get really weird.
That's the problem. They were using their sextant looking at the stars when they hit the iceberg.
They hit the iceberg.
We got it. Ah, fuck. What was that noise?
All right, this is so random. This is not having anything to do with sextants, but thinking about like they could use this on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the first computer that they've ever found was on a ship. Like yeah.
Wow. Do you have any context?
No, not at all.
It's got a heavy bottle.
Yeah. That's it on a ship?
Yeah, so they think like they used it for navigation, but like it's not technically what you would think of today as
Not
as
something,
like a
but
computer.
it's something capable of computing.
Yes, like what's going on.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was. I think it was and they found it in a wreck, like a shipping wreck. So
That
I guess it wasn't that great, but
you guys seen the movie Escape Plan with Schwarzenegger?
Dude,
and
they made
Stallone?
2 more of those movies. We should make that a fucking.
They made
movie
2 more
night.
of those movies.
I think
Yeah, they
They
did.
don't have Schwarzenegger in them though.
What is it? The
No,
first one, the guy who's Muslim who wants to play, they make a rudimentary sexton. That's what he uses to figure out the ladder.
I think the second one has Dave Bautista.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know what the third one has, but I
Doesn't
assume
one of them got 50 cents now?
50 Cent is like his
50 Cent was in the first one.
secondary guy.
I don't
like
know this very well.
He's like his man in the chair
okay.
in that movie.
Is Sylvester Stallone in the second one?
Yes.
He's
And I
with
believe
Dave Bautista this time?
I think Batista's in the third. I thought.
Oh, the third?
We'll Google this and we'll get back to you.
But there's 3 of them, so we should watch. I don't know.
I don't think I've seen the first one, so I'd love to see these.
You ever seen the Escape Plan with Schwarzenegger and Stallone, where they get locked in a prison
basically like,
on a boat?
Basically, like Stallone is the guy that designs prisons, and he gets like
No, he escapes from prison.
Yeah, he's the guy they use to test the security of a prison system, and he goes, "I was able to escape doing these things. These are your options." So then this other prison comes about, and they go, "Hey, we don't think you can."
Oh no, I
escape
did.
here."
I think I did see this.
And
then
then,
like,
the surprise,
Yeah,
we're not trying to get you to escape. It's impossible to escape. So you're stuck here forever.
yeah.
The
Stuck
second
on the
one-
boat. We're stuck on the boat, and the doctor on the boat's the guy from Jurassic Park.
oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to that, let's.
Stallone's in all 3, and Batista's in the last 2.
There we go, man.
Damn, Stallone. Gotta make that money.
There he is, the Extractors.
Stallone, Batista, and Curtis Jackson. Isn't that 50 Cent?
Yes, it is.
That's not bad.
That's better than I thought it was going to be. I'll be 100% honest.
Does your sister drink it
It's
straight, or is she mixing it?
So that's what I asked her. I go, "Do you drink it straight or not?" And I forget what she said. I feel like she told me she drinks it straight.
She's probably like, I got a set of balls. You're like, girl, it's straight on like you.
Probably. Yeah.
Way to make it masculine, Patrick.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Is that allowed? Sorry.
okay.
But it is a
You
malt.
just got canceled again.
All right, let's
The
stop.
U.S. government's going to cancel you on that.
Everybody be quiet for 5 seconds. We can cut that out.
It is a malt, so I imagine it takes off a lot of the bite that Irish whiskey usually has.
It's not terrible.
No, I will.
What do you think that runs? Because you know what? So I was at Walmart on Thursday, and they have like a liquor clearance section right now.
Can I borrow that?
Which one?
Paper towel.
Oh yeah, definitely. And they had Captain Morgan private stock.
I think it runs you $37.29.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's the whiskey you can easily buy at a store. It's
So-
The private stock was on sale for $23.99.
Is it Walmart?
Yeah, it was at Walmart. So it was
I'd have to guess. Yeah,
it was
same.
like $26.
Yep.
And then so I googled it. I'm like, what can you get this for? Because I was thinking like, oh, maybe this is not a bad thing. Maybe we should get it for the Saturday.
Yeah.
You could get it online for like $24.
Yeah,
Walmart. Why are you trying to? Why are you trying to?
That's what
Check me
you
around,
get.
baby.
You're not getting anything
You can go online. Yeah, go to like Drizzly, and Drizzly will give you like 5 places, and you can find stuff for like varying. Like I think I got the Larceny whiskey that I bought myself for my birthday. Like there was 5 places. Like the highest one was like $30, and like one place was offering for $22. I'm like,
what's the name of this website? This is
Drizzly.
Oh yeah, Drizzly. Yeah,
they'll deliver it to you too.
Oh. But I mean, these are all basically
they're ones that you can get. It's not like you can go on there and be like,
commercial grade, mass production.
Give me Pappy Van Winkle. No, it's not going to find that for you. No.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's awesome. Okay, there's a few ways we can go with this. On this podcast, I have a few things. We're getting close to time we have to get for the UFC, so I definitely want to get Joe's lock in. Mm-hmm. Joe 2 weeks ago had some terms that he wanted to run by us to see if we could guess what they mean.
Oh, Jesus. I completely forgot about that.
Okay, I don't know. So
I don't have them written down.
Okay, so then we have to, so that will be for next week.
Yep.
There was a funny thing about catfishing and a podcast. I don't know if you guys saw. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Also, I don't.
What, are we talking catfishing as in like some guys pretending to be some hot girl and catfish some guy?
No, like kind of like, yeah, that's the catfishing.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Not like actual, like going on and trying to catch catfish.
Oh, no. Not noodling. No. Okay. So we could do that, and then if Joe wants to give his locks of the week, or do we want to save this podcasting catfishing, and you give us kind of a preview of what the UFC is looking like tonight?
Yeah. Well, let's do that. What time do we want to get out of here by?
Probably, what do you think, 7:45, Pat?
Yeah, so let's just do the UFC then.
Okay.
So these are the fights tonight.
That's a cliffhanger, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Something to keep you.
Oh, and I have one more thing. I'll add at the end too.
So we have Kamaru Usman versus George Masvidal. That's the main event.
Game bread.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
okay, so let's all go around the table. Who do we got? Usman or Masvidal? Me and Pat did talk about this a little bit, but
to be clear, I believe Usman has the belt right now.
And he's the favorite.
Yeah, and he's the major favorite.
Yep.
I was listening to Joe Rogan and Wonder Boy talk about this, and it was very good insight.
Yep.
And Wonder Boy's beaten Masvidal.
Yes, yep. and Usman beat one or no, he got knocked out by somebody.
He hasn't fought him.
You're right. And they talked about how Usman's hands were getting better, but Masvidal on 6 days was able to stuff 12 takedowns of Usman. So it's like, it's going to be a good fight. I don't think it's going to be
that's right. This is a rematch. This is the one he literally took
on 6 days.
And he played fake.
And that guy just kept smashing, or Usman kept smashing toes.
Here's the thing, though. Masvidal hasn't had a fight in how long?
That's true.
Since that fight.
Wait, yes. Yeah, that's very true.
Which is
ring rust is a huge thing.
8 months? Is that 8 months? Because they did it during COVID.
Oh,
yeah. It was. I don't remember it was that long ago. I thought it was earlier. I thought it was towards the end.
I don't even remember that one.
I thought it was towards the end of. I thought it was towards the end of 20. I thought that fight happened. I mean, it
hasn't been a long time for Masvidal in terms of ring rust. Or Usman at that point. I think
Usman fought a few months ago.
He did, yeah.
Like 2 months ago. And he won.
I'll lead off. I think Usman's going to win. I think he's going to get if he's able to stay in the clinch.
It was July 2020, that fight.
If he's able to stay in the clinch and keep Masvidal from like being able to strike as much as he wants, and he doesn't get stupid and try to go hand to hand with him. If he goes hand to hand, I think Masvidal knocks him out. Usman controls the game with the clinch, keeps him against the cage. I think Usman wins this.
Yeah, I think Masvidal wins.
Masvidal wins for Joe. I think that Usman.
That's not my lock, but that's what I think.
I think that Usman wins it. I think as long as he plays his fight, he'll win the fight.
I don't know much about these fighters, but I'm gonna go with Masvidal. Just because
we got a 2-2 split.
I mean, yeah, that's literally what I'm gonna go with.
The next one, co-main event, is the women's strawweight. Rose.
Not gonna work here much longer.
Yep. And Weili Zhang. And
who's the champion?
You're saying Weili Zhang is the champion?
She is.
Yep. And so what do you guys think about this one?
I don't know the champion very much. I think I've seen her fight, but not since she's been champion.
To give you an idea, the champion, 21-1.
Yeah. And Rose is like 18 and something probably.
Rose is 10-4.
10-4. She only had 14 fights, huh? I'm going to go with Rose on this one.
I think so too. I think so too.
I'm gonna pick the champion in this one.
Champion?
I think, I don't know much about the champion on this one, but I think I just don't. I don't think Rose has much
Chris is
interest
like,
in
beat the
fighting
best.
anymore.
That's what I was thinking too. It depends on where Rose's head's at.
I have a question. Is Rose the one with the girlfriend who's also a UFC fighter?
No, that's the lion, Amanda Nunez.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Don't they have a kid together? Right?
Yeah, her girlfriend just got
Wait,
armbarred by
Amanda
the other.
Nunez?
Yes, her girlfriend just had a child.
I thought Amanda Nunez was married.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I thought she was married to a guy.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
She is a lesbian.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Misha Tate, Amanda Nunez. That is indeed the one that's in
Yeah.
there.
So I actually
Isn't
think
Misha Tate coming back? I thought she came out or she wants to fight again.
Yeah,
I heard
she's
there's
coming back.
talks,
Is she like
yeah.
40 by now?
yes, she's close to 40.
No, I
Yeah.
thought she was my age.
No, I think she's a little older.
I don't think
No,
so.
I'm
We'll
pretty
get back
sure
to-
she's-
we'll get back to you.
That's what we got Google for.
All right. So
Okay, and then the other. So I think Rose is gonna lose. I don't think her head's in the fighting game anymore.
Okay. Next one we have Jessica Andrade versus Valentina Shevchenko.
I'm going with Shevchenko.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shevchenko.
Shevchenko. Are we all
That's an
on
easy
your
one.
side on that
Because
one?
I don't think we
She
know.
is
the other-
Chris's age, 34.
Oh, okay, good job, Chris.
All
I don't
right.
think
I'm
anybody
older than
knows-
her.
Like,
Well, she hasn't had her birthday yet.
unfortunately, I don't think we know as much about the women fighters as the male fighters. personally.
Shevchenko is a pretty.
I will say,
Shevchenko has fought Nunez twice, I believe, and not getting knocked out by her.
I
I will
will
say
say
UFC is easily the only sport that I know any female.
100%.
They do a great job of
And
promoting the females.
the girl she's fighting she's the one that beat Rose by like that body slam, which kind of like a freak kind of win.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So her record's not really sterling other than that.
Okay.
Next up, we got Uriah.
So that means she's gonna win for sure.
Next up, we got Uriah Hall and Chris Weidman fighting at middleweight.
I'm going with Chris Weidman, baby.
I'm going Uriah Hall. I don't think Chris Weidman's a draw anymore.
Chris Wyman was
He's gonna
training with
wrestle, baby.
I think Chris Wyman started training with somebody different, and that I forget who he was training with.
He's too old, baby. That jaw's gone.
I
He's
know.
going down.
This is my lock of the week.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if Uriah Faber, because Uriah Faber was a
Uriah Faber is the
Hall.
wrong
Yeah,
person.
Uriah Hall.
You're looking at.
Oh, never mind. I'm out on this one.
Yeah.
Uriah Hall.
You may
is never
recognize
the same.
Uriah Hall.
He's a big,
Oh,
he's a big
I'm
dude.
not gonna lie. I was looking for the logo.
You're looking at Uriah Faber, the butt chin.
Yeah, that's
the
the
legend.
Ooh,
Different weight
shit.
class.
fella.
Different weight class.
Yeah, that's tough. You know what? I think Weidman's on the decline. I'm gonna go with Uriah Hall.
Yeah, that's my lock of the week right there.
Uriah Hall, baby, with the
Chris
lock of
Ross
the
standing
week.
by
Chris,
himself.
give it to me, baby.
On the Joe C. Lock of the Century of the Week.
And that other podcast that thinks they can use lock of the week. Get out of my face.
The website did a lot. No,
It was on Twitter, wasn't it?
no, it was a Bleacher Report podcast.
Well, Bleacher Report, get your own shit.
Come on, get it. You're better than that.
And so the last fight we have is light heavyweight with Anthony Smith versus Jimmy Crute.
Anthony Smith, the guy with the tattoos. Like
I'm going with Anthony Smith because he kicked the crap out of somebody breaking in his house.
But he lost his last fight. But
I don't care. Taking Anthony Smith.
I'm gonna go
All right.
Anthony Smith because I've never heard of the other guy.
I'm gonna go also with Chris's lock of the week, Anthony Smith.
I think Jimmy Crute's gonna win this. He's
Okay.
just
Joe, can you explain who Jimmy Cruz is?
Crute, C-R-U-T-E.
Cruz. Okay, Cruz. So
He's not new to the game. He's got 13 fights, but he's a younger fighter. I think Anthony Smith is just more out of the way. Although, was it not Anthony Smith and BJ Penn that had the absolute brawler of a fight where they just took
How can
the-
Anthony
there's no way.
Smith
There's
and
no way
BJ
they
Penn
fought
be
the
the...
same.
Or not
Not-
BJ Penn.
Joe, you
Who's
convinced me on that one.
Penn?
That was an S&P fact that I was all in on.
It wasn't John Bones Jones.
No, it was a guy with a shaved head.
Blanchich?
Santos.
Jan Blanchich?
Dos Santos.
Let me see.
No, Jan has hair.
Well,
No.
Santos is a heavyweight there. dog.
He's the guy who had the split lip from. It almost looked like he had a cleft lip at that.
Oh,
point.
Glover
I
Teixeira?
was gonna say Glover Teixeira.
Is that who it is? I don't recognize. No, I thought it was.
Texiera.
Teixeira.
I'm probably thinking of a different guy who didn't even fight this guy. So never mind.
Okay.
Good story.
But anyways, yeah,
That
my
was your lock of the
guy
week?
is Crute.
No,
My lock
lock
of the week.
was
No, I'm sorry.
Uriah
Yes,
Hall.
so we have Joe's lock of the week of the century for this week, right? Lock of the century of the week
Yes, sir.
for this week. Uriah Hall.
Yep.
Joe, do you have because we're gonna be doing some special stuff for the Derby next week, but do you have a lock of the century of the week of next week?
When
The
is-
Derby.
when
You
is
got some
this?
time, so if you want to give it out a little later in the week, I'm going to be bugging you, though.
I probably won't know anything.
Just
more
pick the
than I
funniest
know
name,
now.
dude.
So let's go here. I gotta get a list of the horses' names.
Okay.
It's a good start.
I like it. You know what? So we're all gonna find a name. You're all gonna give me the name that you want. We're all gonna put money on. We're gonna put $5 on each horse. And if
Okay.
anybody wins, they'll get that money. But the loser will have to take a shot of the winner's choice. And that could be any kind of shot.
Oh my god, I love this idea.
I'm out.
All right.
Who's
I'm
that?
out.
Who's that old check?
No,
Like?
we're all.
Huh?
Who's that old check?
Yeah,
Like?
fine. I'm out.
So last little bit, we do now have
Wait,
a
we're
new.
picking the horses right now, or we
No.
Yeah,
we're
you're
just-
picking the
we're
horse
gonna
right
tell me
now.
I'm going to tweet it out.
All
So
right, cool.
take up again.
No,
Look it up.
we'll be podcasting after the race goes on.
Yeah, no, but I'll tweet it out.
I'm gonna choose. The,
So then we can talk about it on the podcast next week.
Yep.
ask me at.
So you have to check out our Twitter account at Podcast S&P, Instagram again at Podcast S&P, or email us. Your like could help any of us out at the S&P Podcast at gmail.com. We do have a new mascot. Lauren and I adopted a cat.
Get the fuck out.
Well, actually her mom adopted the cat, and I'm kind of just gonna hopefully not get killed in my sleep from it. That's my biggest fear is when Pat talks about getting hit by the cat.
They don't hit me. They one like taps me.
Don't touch me, Patrick.
So I'll send out some snaps. It's going to be the new mascot of the S&P podcast. Chris, do you have a Bears?
Ask me about my pick for the Kentucky Derby at 6:02 on next Saturday. Okay.
You got it.
Well, that sounds like
That's
it's gonna be
gonna be
over by
Yeah.
then.
Yeah,
Chris,
yeah,
you
yeah.
have a-
You want to lock on that one, Chris? You want to lock on that?
Yeah, I'll lock my pick in at 6:02.
Do you want
I hope the race is delayed 5 minutes.
I don't have a certain player that I want the Bears to
The
pick
draft?
on Thursday,
Okay.
but I do
We will
have.
be talking about the draft next week.
Oh, I do
I
not want them to trade up for a quarterback. That's for sure. With the stupid
Listen,
team
I
they got.
keep all I see is them trading up, and if they trade up, there's only one position I want them to draft, and if they're going to trade up,
Is the
There's
draft
actually one
happening
player that I
before or
would like-
after?
28. So after. So
Yeah.
so again,
After.
we'll talk about. We'll discuss what we think about what happened.
Out
What,
of
Joe?
curiosity,
Yep.
I just have one question for Green Bay and their draft. Just throw in a position you think they're
they're going to draft a quarterback again.
You think so? You think
No.
they're gonna fucking
No.
draft a quarterback?
They're gonna appease him and probably hopefully get a receiver.
receiver, yeah.
You think so?
Receiver, yeah.
They haven't. I heard they haven't drafted a receiver in like 26 years or something like that.
No, that's not true. They drafted Devontae Adams.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
another S&P fact for you. Well, hey, listen, thank you
They
so
might not
much.
take one in the first round. That's possible. With like
I want them
something
to draft an
That's what it is.
offensive
Maybe
lineman,
like in the first round in 26 years.
preferably the guy from Northwestern.
Thank you
I
guys.
want them not to trade up because if they trade up, that means that Ryan Pace has fucking more years than he should have.
There we go. Good call. Thank you guys for listening. If it's your first time listening, we appreciate it. If you're a repeat listener, thank you again. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram at Podcast S&P. Shoot us the email at the SNPpodcast at gmail.com. We have shirts if you guys are looking for some shirts or merch. Have a great week. Enjoy your pregame.
Woo.
Send your well wishes to Steve Mongo McMichael. Bye!